Hello, everybody! So that was, I was meant to show the cinematic teaser, but apparently the Bard wanted to make an appearance again. No, I'm just kidding. The Bard, with our new class, we were going to celebrate that. But as always, I'm going to start my streams with Can You Hear Me? And let me bring up the chats. I am trying to watch 2 chats this morning, so that should be fun. Let's see, let me pull the other one up. And yes, you can both hear me. Woohoo! All right. Hello, people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you are in this world. Welcome to a Neverwinter stream where we are celebrating the launch of Jewel of the North, the newest module and a new class, which I know a lot of people have been waiting for. And today is also a great fun stream because we are partnering up with Epic Games. They have a 30% off sale right now for the Neverwinter pack. So if you play Neverwinter on Epic, you can claim this pack for 30% off, and it's got a lot of great stuff to get you started in Jewel of the North. So thank you, Epic, for letting us kind of have your time and letting us display our awesome game that we're really excited about. For those of you who've never tuned in before, I am Nidacris, or Julia, the community manager for Neverwinter. And I always have some kind of technical issues happen. Even if they don't happen, they're always in the background somehow. So I'm sure we'll come up with something. My veteran viewers are aware of those fiascos. But that is why I try to bring backup. And today I have a wonderful person. It's their first time, I think, like being on camera. I believe, Miku, you were part of the April Fowls PvP thing in the background, but for that I just had voices. All right. And they probably heard your voices when you went over all the combat changes, the video when you made that one. Yeah, having to extract the copy and stuff so I could actually do closed captioning, that was fun. I kept thinking you were saying very unusual words. Apparently Miku has no sound. We cannot hear Miku. Okay, let's try this again. I don't believe Miku should have been muted, but we will try. Let me check. Let's see. Nope, it should be working. Last time this happened, I had to move around Discord a bit. So give me a second. I'm going to go to the intro screen again, because yes, I cannot hear her either now. Yes! Yes! See how good it feels? If I don't make y'all struggle, then you wouldn't know the good feeling of it working.
We did it!
And only 8 minutes into the stream. That is a record, my friends. That is a record. Thank you. Thank you for your patience with that. I really appreciate it, folks. So because of that time, we're going to go ahead and just kick off with a giveaway right away. Just let's start that. Let's, we have an agenda, but we can get to the agenda. I think we need to give things away, especially because, as my guest, Miku is a very important person for this giveaway. The Rainbow Starry Panther Vanity Pet, which is based off the Rainbow Starry Panther mount. Miku was the one who made that vanity pet finally a reality. After 2 years of me asking, Miku made it happen. So,
and when I was
go ahead
working at Cat, for 4.768722222 hours plus, and that is not a Bard combo, so don't try that.
It's not, but now they should.
No, it's not.
What was that? What was that number again? What was that high score?
4.768722222. I had it written down.
That is not a secret code for anything. All right. Let's give away. All right. So, to enter to win a Rainbow Starry Panther Vanity Pet. I need y'all to write the word Nyan. Nyan. Because I feel that is a very appropriate. I was at first going to try to do the number, but I'm like, no, I'm not going to be mean that way. So if you want a chance, enter in chat for a chance to win the Rainbow Starry Panther Vanity Pet, the word Nyan. Nyan. All right.
Meow, cat is great.
All right. While people are, I do too. While people are entering, I'm gonna actually go back to the agenda because we do have some stuff to cover. So we are celebrating the launch on PC of Jewel of the North, and for those of you console players, we can't give out the exact date yet, but it will be in August. You will be getting Jewel of the North in August. So. Some of you have already been kind of savvy and looked at the in-game calendar for other stuff happening at the same time. For PC players, okay, let's see. I think I have a number of entries, so let's see. Let's do the giveaway. All right. And all right, so let's see what we have here. For one chat, the winner is Hazaki _ NWN, or Hazaki, with a cute little T-Rex icon. Congratulations, Hazaki _ NWN. I'm guessing you're a Neverwinter Nights fan. And go ahead and email community@crypticstudios.com, letting me know what platform you play on. We do have codes for the Rainbow Vanity Pet on all platforms. So community@crypticstudios.com, email me for the code. And for the other chat, what do we have? We have Hellion Cat, HELLI0NCAT, very appropriate name. Congratulations, Hellion Cat. A same directive. Email community@crypticstudios.com. All right. All right, our winners have been declared. May the next time your RNG be for you. Hellion Cat is what's the winner for the other one. Let's see. Now let's go back. We've given away stuff. We've pacified the masses. And we actually do have another giveaway today. I do have to give a shout out to D&D Beyond. They've been fantastic partners for many events, and this time they went ahead and gave us some two legendary bundles, several $100s worth of material. It's a lot. The legendary bundle is amazing. It's I have it, and it's great to have access to all the source books. So we'll be giving away 2 of those. One at the half mark, so at 11:30, and one closer to the ending. All right. And let's see. Okay. So I was going to cover some stuff with M21. I know I'm going to have a lot of viewers who are veteran players of Neverwinter who are going to ask questions about what's happening on PC. There's other newer players. So I'm going to keep a little bit more surface level details. I'm not going to get into the nitty gritty, even though I know we have Miku here. And when you find out what she works on, yeah, there will be questions, many questions. But I'm already going to promise you right now.
I may deflect some of my leak.
No leaks. No leaks.
Yeah, well, not that kind of leak.
But I'm sure we will have Miku on for many future streams, and I know my content creators have reached out to me from the CCP asking if they can set up interviews with Miku because, yeah, we'll get to what she does in a second here. But I did want to cover some stuff with PC players who just got the release yesterday. Overall, it was a pretty smooth release. We are aware of some crashing performance issues for some players, and other players are having issues with the Never Embers recruitment event getting the incentives, the currency. So we're on we're on track looking at those. We're investigating, and we'll probably have a week 1 patch next week to address some stuff. I don't know if we have one coming this week, but I will check with Terramac later. But we are aware of all the stuff going on. Thank you for the initial feedback. We're really happy, and I have been enjoying a lot of the Bard play y'all have been showing. Some of the great songs. I cannot wait to do a Battle of the Bards in the future where we're going to make music.
That'll be amazing.
Let's see. So a few other reminders, some more housekeeping, and then we'll get into the fun stuff. Let's see. So we do have, tomorrow we have a charity campaign ending where we're raising money for Boys and Girls Clubs of America. It's a great organization. We've done other charity events for them throughout the year. It's something, we believe in that mission. We have a number of people at Cryptic who participated in Boys and Girls Club, either as a child or as a kind of a mentor, someone who's there. I myself did it as well during college. It's a great, great organization. And you can check out our social media pages to donate to the campaign. You can enter. We can enter for free to win an Alienware PC setup. You don't have. There's no minimum donation to just enter initially, but you can then donate more money to increase your chances of winning the Alienware PC setup. And if we cross the $10,000 threshold, the community will unlock a mystery vanity pet that all players will get. So yeah.
Could it be?
What could it be? An amorphous blob. Wait, no, that's Gelatin's cube. What other amorphous blobs are there? All right, so.
I just got an idea for a companion. Okay, I'll pitch that.
Awesome. Ooh, can I be the producer on that one?
Yeah, sure.
All right,
let's
cool.
work on it.
Let's work together. Collaboration. Okay, speaking of working together, I think it's time to officially introduce you, talk about who you are, why are you here, and what do you do, and what will players be excited to hear about what you do. So, who are you? Let's start with a simple one. Who are you?
Hi, I'm Miku Vo, and my Twitter says that I am a professional game designer and hobby artist. I really like, this character back here, and also this leak. We won't go too much into that, but at Cryptic Studios, I am a systems designer. I recently, it's been a while now, but...
About 3 months? 4 months?
It's been a bit more than that, like 5 now.
Ooh.
But I switched from QA at Cryptic Studios into the systems design role, and I currently am working on a lot of rewards and other things, such as professions.
Yeah. So yes, as Miku mentioned, she moved to the systems role. She used to be in QA, and I absolutely love that about Cryptic. I've seen a lot of career growth and people kind of finding what they start in one area, but they realize they really like something else. So it's awesome to have that opportunity, and it's awesome to see. I've always enjoyed working with Miku. So it's with QA I interface. It's usually I just interface for sad stuff, things that make me sad because it's bugs and I need them to follow up and research. Now I get to work with Miku on happy things, and that's fantastic. New features and vanity pets, so that's a lot of fun, and I love to see my coworkers grow. And let's see. Let's start with the basics. What do you play in Neverwinter? What class? 1, 2, 3 classes? Main one? Alts?
So prior to M21, I was playing a rogue. I've always liked rogues, just the role. And we'll talk a little bit about my D&D character later, which is kind of I couldn't play the rogue, so I kind of went a ninja. But rogue is what I currently play. But then M21 comes out, and I'm like, there's a bard. Gotta make a bard. So I'm currently working on that, but I really love the bard gameplay as it is. Just all the songs you can play, all the different combinations and buffs that you can give your teammates. It's gonna be fun, but I'm gonna be leveling it for a little bit, so it's not ready for Alistair or anything yet, but maybe I'll get it there.
And actually, one of the things that Miku and I had spoken about before, which I don't know if she remembers, but I'm going to remind her now, is that she was asking me, if she could stream some gameplay, what kind of like the restrictions are and stuff like that, and I told her that would be awesome. I know that one of the things that players have asked us is to, watch our developers play the game. But that is something that I can't really, I'd love to be able to force people to do what I want them to do. But I'm still, bound by the laws of decorum and respect. So a lot of people don't feel comfortable playing in front of an audience, and that's perfectly fine. But I know people have been asking that, so Miku gave me the opportunity, so we'll start arranging that. I know Michael Lynch did it in the past as well, so that's always fun. And Miku will be playing on the live account, not the God account where nothing can touch her. Yeah. So I'll make sure of that.
Yeah, I'm playing as a average player, pretty much just going through the experience. Yeah. I want to catch some things as well.
Actually, that does brings me to when you're playing the content. Can you kind of turn off the bug catching brain? Even though you're no longer in QA, do you still look at things like that?
I mean, I'll see something that I'm like, oh no, we should adjust this, or we should probably try to get an incremental ASAP. I definitely notice things like that, and I'm just like, well, that's work.
Mm-hmm. So I am going to address something in chat, which is Nang and the Jeff Snuck also said that they deleted the wooden artifact and they can't finish the quest line. I escalated that yesterday, so the team is looking into that. I don't know the status, but a lot of the bugs that were reported yesterday, I know that are being looked at. So hopefully I'll have an update soon, unless Miku knows any more information on that. But I don't think that's your area.
Not anymore. I'm working a lot on the secret future stuff.
Secret future stuff. I know. I love talking about secret. I love talking about secret future stuff.
Secret future stuff.
So now that we know that you play rogue, oh my goodness, I'm going to get so many comments because they know that you and Steven play rogues. So many rogues. Yep. All right. What is your favorite dungeon in Neverwinter?
Favorite dungeon?
Yes, or trial. Let's expand it. Dungeon or trial. Group content.
I'd say that Infernal Citadel is my favorite. I mean, I'm probably kind of biased, but I kind of worked on it as well. Mm-hmm. But I just really like the pacing of the bosses. Like the second boss is insane. Like Zaphael is freaking insane. I've had to use Whisper Knife on it before, and I know people are gonna be like, "Whisper Knife? Use Whisper Knife? Why?" Well, I did, and it was easier because Zaphael just area denies everything. And Hellfire Engine is honestly like one of the most adrenaline pumping fights ever. Like when you're trying to burn down that thing before it explodes, like, oh man. Mm-hmm. Like I remember the first time when I went through it, it was just like, oh my god, we're we were just wiping for hours. It just finally when we killed it, we were just ready to start over again because it was almost it was about to explode.
That's awesome. No, I love watching folks internally play, and then when it finally makes it live, it's pretty awesome. All right, now the question that a lot of people who work on Neverwinter are like perplexed that they get, which is, people actually ask them about their D&D tabletop character, and that's one of those things that people who play D&D, they love talking about their character, but it's so easy to get into like that nerd excitement where you love to share it, but other people's eyes start glazing over because they don't have that personal relationship with your character.
Yeah.
But apparently now this is of interest to the masses. So what is, tell us about a little bit more of like your current tabletop or your past tabletops. Just tell us about your tabletop history.
I've played D&D for a while, but I mean, to show how excited I'm about D&D, I have personally bought the Legendary Bundle because I really like having all the information. But the current game I play in, I play as a Scourge Aasimar Way of the Shadow Monk. So, because I couldn't play a rogue because there was already another rogue character, I was like, how do I go sneaky, stealthy? Way of the Shadow Monk is how you do that, folks. It's basically a ninja. You get like shadow skills, you get to be sneaky, and the funniest thing about it is I made this awesome ninja, and the DM throws a chicken at me.
Wait,
and you know how chickens are.
Was this Chantal, the DM?
No.
Oh, okay. So I'm like, it's chickens.
But I was like, this is hitting way too close to home. So it was just like, okay, so my awesome ninja character, which barely talks, usually is, like bit reserved. She absolutely adores this chicken. Like she threatened a merchant to take care of the chicken for her, and he was so like I got a natural 20 on the intimidation check. So like, yeah, the guy is absolutely afraid, and if chicken is missing a hair, oh, she'll be mad. Oh, and by the way,
Wait,
the chicken's name is
a
Chicken.
hair? A chicken is missing a hair?
Or a feather, sorry.
I mean, it is a D&D chicken. It could be some kind of mutant chicken, so...
No, it's... I meant to say feather. Sorry.
I have to tease you about that one.
But, yeah, like... So, there was a scene where they decided to name the chicken, and her name is Silhouette. She didn't have... Or, she's one of those orphan-type characters, so she picked her own name. So when she picked the name for the chicken, she was like, "What's the best name for chicken?" Well, it's Chicken. So she talked to the tiefling that were in the the tiefling that's in her party, and they pretty much just agreed that the chicken's name will be named Chicken. So
there we go.
Awesome ninja with a chicken.
My back in the day when I first started playing, my halfling. Cleric Barbarian had a riding dog, so like it was a Saint Bernard, so she could use it as like a mount. It was fantastic. So, having that that special companion is always great. But I know what people are now itching to hear about, and that is, let's talk about M21. What you did. Okay. So let's move on to that. What was the first thing you worked on for Jewel of the North?
In terms of Jewel of the North, I kind of took over someone else's, so they started the work, and then I took it over. And essentially, I worked on mostly the bard weapons, that, like, getting them sorted, getting them in the right word tables, and general coloring of them. But we also made some decisions where, it wasn't just me, like, putting in things. It's a collaborative process, and I worked with Jonathan closely to, he touched up the tints, so it's not just, it's a teamwork effort here, where we get together and then we, like, I'll have an idea and then he'll iterate on it and make it fit the feel of Neverwinter. Mm-hmm. So pretty much all of the bard weapons, let me know how you like them.
So you worked on the loot?
Yes. Lots of loot.
I
want one of these.
A leek?
I want to get one of these.
A leek loot? A leek loot?
Yes.
Oh, I should have brought my ukulele downstairs. And showed off my non-existent music skills. So Bard Loop, but then I know that you've also worked on rewards. So...
Well, yeah, so pretty much the rewards banner covers pretty much every single weapon and item in the game. Mm-hmm. I also worked on the Lyra event, which you saw the Cosmic Pig from, and the Gond event, which you saw the improved doohickey from. Mm-hmm. So pretty much I touch all items and... currently events. There's some events in the future that I'm very excited for.
Me too.
And what they could be.
And Lyra was we got some great feedback on how Lyra worked. I know that was you and Elliot worked together on that one, and so people seem to really enjoy Lyra. So it was great to hear that feedback. But I know that folks hearing that you touch on you touch rewards and items and stuff in game. That's going to be a big one, and I foresee a lot of questions, which I probably won't get to too many today. Just because we only have half an hour left, and I'm sure we could spend like 3 hours talking about rewards.
For sure, I definitely think that's a bigger topic. Mm-hmm. That, like that is a stream, but in itself.
Yeah, mm-hmm. it'll be a rewarding stream. Yeah, I gotta make puns. It's part of my nature. But I have had a number of people approach me wanting to do streams just based on just to talk about rewards. Which
for sure.
So we'll definitely be scheduling that in the future. We do also want to celebrate when Jewel of the North launches on console. So we are not, now that it's on PC, we're still going to sustain just the information and the streams on the topic because there's a lot to talk about. And one of the comments I'm seeing in stream is that, where's like the content for the veteran players? yes, there's a new class, and I'm sure, a lot of players will start leveling the new class. But, a lot of players are used to trials or dungeons or new adventure zones, and this module departs a little bit from the norm. And we knew that players would have a concern about what's more content. And that is what kind of Miku alluded to, that we are working on new content, not quite M22 yet. I mean, there is M22 development, but we are working on content to kind of bridge the time in between that will give our veteran players content to engage with. And hopefully it'll be content that they enjoy. So we've been working on that for a little bit now. We've not forgotten about you. It's just a kind of a different cadence of releasing content. Releasing a new class plus all the new adventure zone and dungeon, that would have been a lot. As a newer players would probably be a little bit overwhelmed, even with the revamped leveling system. So, taking a little bit slower and also listening to feedback, we can make fixes faster when when we can just focus on that one thing. So, but we've heard you, we're hearing you, and we will hopefully have more to communicate on future content. But let's take a look at what chat has to say. Oh, wait, it's 11:31. I promised a legendary bundle right now. Yeah. So, let's do this. All right. I think we can just do it by... If you want a chance to win a legendary D&D Beyond legendary bundle, which includes all the source books, go ahead and type in DDB, the letter D as in dice, D as in dice, B as in badass dragon. All right, yeah, so type in DDB in chat for a chance to win one of the legendary bundle codes.
Did you just say dice, dice, dragon?
Dice, badass dragon. Yeah, big dice, dragon.
I was referring to Ice Ice Baby.
Ice Ice Baby. I thought you were referring to like Dance Dance Revolution, DDR. Neverwinter DDR. Can you imagine? I can see it like as a VR game where you kind of like as a bard you could do like a little dance to defeat things.
I like VR games.
So Woods Monk says USA only. They are digital codes. So as long as you can create an account for D&D Beyond, or D&D Beyond is not blocked in your country, in your region, then you should be able to claim the code.
I remember when D&D Beyond was still like in alpha status, and now it's going to be this big thing. It's freaking great.
Yep. I do have it in lowercase, but I think I also have it set to it ignores the case. But if people feel more comfortable, they can do it just lowercase DDB. So, all right, and give it a few more seconds, and then I think we're going to take a look at questions from the chat, and we'll maybe sneak into the game, or we can continue asking Miku some more questions. This is basically a trial run for when she does all the future streams, all of them.
I'm holding on to my leak for support.
All right, the support leak. All right, so we drew the winner for one of the legendary bundles for D&D Beyond is Blood King NW. Blood King Neverwinter? Blood King NW. All right, Blood King NW, go ahead and actually I will get you the code when the stream is over. If you stay on Twitch chat, I will ping you the code. That way we can skip the email part since it doesn't require a platform. So I'll stay tuned for the code. This is just me doing this right now, so otherwise I would do it right now. Let's see. Let's archive that. We'll be doing another giveaway, a few more giveaways for Vanity Pets and another legendary bundle towards the end of the stream. All right, what is chat?
That's for the winner.
Yes, congratulations. It's a really nice bundle to have. All right, peoples, what are you saying? What questions? All right, a lot of chat. All right, let's see. Spark and Ascend. When are we going to see a fix to the tank scroll of life issue? When a tank goes down with shield up, they cannot use a scroll of life. Okay, that sounds familiar. I have reported it. I can check on the status. That is an issue I've seen intermittently happen. Any shield user. So but I remember reporting that issue. So let's see. Let's Let's see. Need an option to disable cutscenes or at least change it from holding ESC. Thank you. That's great feedback. When I was first testing it out, I also was wondering why I had to keep holding down ESC, but then I got used to it. But definitely good to know. If some people just don't like having to hold it down, if they'd rather do something else. Let's see. May you please make the transmute weapons from Valenhoff's vendor for Bell's items to be account bound. Actually, yeah, let's talk about your thoughts on like account binding and when you're like working on rewards and items. Is that something you decide, like if something's going to be account, character, something bound, or is that something that's more of a systems team decision?
So I have my own thoughts on sort of like the bindings, but obviously I have to run it through Jared, and we do come together as a team to sort of like, we're not just putting the item, like when items are given a binding status, it's not just an arbitrary thing that we're picking. We have a system where it's essentially Jared will be given some of my thoughts on the binding status, and I will be thinking about how the player receives it. But basically, how you receive it is what determines the binding status, because we don't want to be in a case where you get something that can be infinitely redeemed. And so pretty much anything that will be given to your reclaims agent, we try our best to make sure that it is bound to you only and not tradable to anyone else. There are certain things that may need some adjustments, and I'm totally down for looking into it, but it's just, about time and schedules, and I don't want to just make changes as it is, because there may be something else going on with it that's causing that binding status. Everything needs investigation.
Cool. Let's see. I had someone else ask about... yes, because Rainer adds context, which is the transmute for the wrong class as being character bound is kind of wrong. And yeah, that definitely, it doesn't feel good. So...
we will definitely take a look into that, because if you're getting that for your class, or if you're getting the bound item and you can't use it for your class, that's... Yeah, it should be a count, in my thoughts.
Yes. So yes, disclaimer. So for all my guests, when I ask them a question and they appear on stream, they might have their personal views on something versus what actually gets done. Just because we are a team, there's no there's no one person who makes all the decisions. So we do have to work together and reach a compromise for certain things. But in the case of the binding for the wrong character, that I think a lot of us will agree that shouldn't be the appropriate behavior. So Nova, that's the question. Can you give us any hint to players to get them excited about the future? Let's see. How can I word a hint this way? I guess all I can say is Dungeons and Dragons. I'm just going to leave it at that. Yep, that's what I'm going to leave you with.
Indeed, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yep. That's the hint you get.
D&D here. Like, D&D is great.
Manu Star 44. Only 2 people can win a Starry Panther? No. And you know what? I will do another giveaway just because you brought it up. So let's just give out some more Rainbow Starry Panthers. Let's see. Since in honor of our guest, let us all kind of creep out a little bit and type in the word Miku, lowercase M-I-K-U. So Miku will now see a chat spam of her name.
Oh gosh.
Yes, so type in the word Miku, M-I-K-U, lowercase, for a chance to win Rainbow Starry Panther Vanity Pet. Do you feel the love, Miku? Do you feel the love?
I definitely feel it.
All right. Ooh, look at all those entries. So many people. You're leaking all over the place, Miku. I am so confused. Actually, while people are entering your name in mass, we haven't talked about one of the most important beings in your life, and therefore in our lives, and that is a certain canine that lives with you.
You want Sato?
Yeah. My cat is sleeping, so I can't pay the cat tax. So I think we need another kind of furry creature text. If you don't have to get him if you don't want to. But
I hear him coming.
Aha!
Zeto, do you want to come on the stream?
I was hoping we'd have assistance from someone listening in the background.
Come here. Zeto, come here. Zeto.
For those of you who haven't seen a Neverwinter stream before, we do try to pay. That's all right. We heard the jingling collar.
He is on the ground right next to me. I'll see if he wants to jump on me, but
we can also post a picture on the social media channels later.
Yeah,
I think it's important
we'll do that.
But we do like to share furry.
Zeto.
Yeah, we do like to share our furry creatures with the world because they bring great joy to all of us. But Zeto was someone who would also be in the office.
He's just like wanting to leave.
Oh no! You can let him out if you want. That's fine. We'll take your headphones as the cat tax. So. All right. Well, thank you for attempting. Wow, they're staring at the door really intently.
Yeah.
All right. Let's draw a winner. Let's draw a Miku winner
from out there. So.
Yeah.
Bye, Zeto.
Oh. Kim, I am sorry, but you're not eligible for this. So I'm sorry. No, can't give you a Rainbow Stripe Vanity Pet, Kim. All right, a Warfarer, Warfarer. I'm gonna draw a couple more winners, and then I'll give instructions. Helgard 696, Warfarer Helgard 696. How very belligerent names. And Kitty Tefru. All right, congratulations, Warfarer Helgard 696 and Kitty Tefru. Email community@crypticstudios.com for a chance to let me know what platform you play on, and I will get you your code for the Rainbow Starry Panther Vanity Pet. We have it for PS, Xbox, and PC. So congratulations. All right, let's get to chat again and see if any questions snuck in. And then we will spend some time playing the game and going over. Let's see. But I enjoy having guests over. And when I have guests, I know people want me to ask questions. Will we ever be able to change color the quest path? So you're talking about changing the color to the golden path, so like it's no longer the glittery path. DJ Golden asks, "What game is this?" This is Neverwinter. It's we just celebrated our 8-year anniversary, I believe. It is 8 years. This time goes by so fast. And Neverwinter is part of the Dungeons and Dragons universe, our licensed game, and we work closely with WotC to try to capture that D&D spirit. And we just released a new class yesterday, the Bard class, where yes, you get to make music. There is a free perform mode, so I have seen a great number of videos so far of players creating new songs. So we will be having a Battle of the Bards in the future.
I want to join this. How do I join this?
Join the Battle of the Bard? You'll have to come. You'll have to join under with a pseudonym though.
Okay.
So.
Okay, I'll think of one.
All right. Can you tell us why you picked the Vorpal as an enchant for the Bard class pack? I believe that was that a no worries pack, Miku?
Yeah, that's a no worries.
Okay. All right, so we will bug no worries about that when he gets back. Let's see. Gildog78, Dragonborn are still not able to see most headgear, even new things from Sharndar. Any plans to address that? Yes. We just have to go back and see if it's actually feasible to make the headgear fit the dragon head kind of form skeleton. I don't know the technical aspect of the rigs, of the character design, and all that. But I do know that just because Dragonborns have a different shaped head than other races, the helms don't always adjust very well. We have been trying to make improvements and work on them, but it's not something universal yet. All right. Can we talk about the promissory note? Well, a number of people have already talked about the promissory note. So
yeah.
I have seen people mention it. For those of you tuning in to the Epic chat, there is an item in the game, a promissory note, which Lord Neverember, the leader of, or the current, I guess, leader of Neverwinter, handed players back in the Cloaked Ascendancy, which was several modules ago, a promissory note, which is basically like, do this job for me and, you know, I'll promise to pay you or do something for you. But Lord Neverember is technically broke. There's a whole history behind that, but can't really pay up right now. So, but we are holding him accountable for it. And so I allow players, whoever the first person is to mention promissory note during a stream gets a reward. So, though some people have been trying to sneak in before a stream starts officially and typing promissory note, and I don't know if that counts yet. So,
I don't think it should. I think it should be on time.
All right. Yes. He's bankrupt. Yeah, I mean, look how long it took him to actually, you know, give a facelift to protect his enclave. Rainer says, not doing anything else for Neverember until he pays up. Yeah, I think a lot of people are feeling that way. You know, I'm wondering if his leadership will ever be questioned because, or again, just because doesn't really follow through on some stuff and is always asking for favors. So, why was Gith long hair removed? Oh!
Where? It disappeared. You threw it somewhere, it disappeared.
That is hi Misa in the background.
We're baiting him a little bit because come up with me. Come up with me, buddy. Hey.
This is one of the great joys of streaming remotely. And for those of you who are not aware, Cryptic did move to a full-time remote work environment. For anybody who wants to. So there will be more streams where I have people tuning in from their home or remotely.
Well, he doesn't seem to like to come up anymore.
Aww. All right, so Arch 822, we need flying mounts, would bring a cool feel to the game. Flying mounts makes environment artists cry. That's all I have to say. It takes a lot of different work. Let's see. What considerations have been made for the original bounty currencies? Miku, do you have any information on that?
That not at the top of my head. I'll have to think about that a little bit.
Okay.
But I don't think I touched any of the bounty currencies.
So let's see. There was another question, which is, what are you? So now that you've worked on the module and it's out the door, what are you most excited to work on? You don't have to give specifics because we're not releasing those details yet. But what is the area of systems that you'd be excited to work on that eventually you'd like to take on? Like, is it boss creation? Is it adventure zone? That kind of what's your thing?
Well, right now I'm mostly just working on the rewards, but. I hopefully will be expanding to some bosses soon. Maybe you'll get to see a Miku challenge at some point.
A Miku challenge? Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, not Miku.
Like, oh, yeah. I mean? That'd be a conflict of IPs. I believe. I don't know if WotC and Hasbro have that kind of pull.
Yeah,
but I mean, we could maybe make a case for a pony because Hasbro owns MLP.
Well, actually, I think.
That'd be like an April Fool's Nay edition. So,
I definitely excited for future things.
That's awesome.
What I'm gonna say. I don't want to accidentally say something that's like too leaky.
Yeah, I always kind of put you in the spot right there. So we did have someone ask, Brock T. Win 04, is it too late to get into the game? I'm in a slump and looking for something new. This game always looked interesting. It's not too late. It's actually perfect time right now. Because the
best time to get into it.
Yeah, we just revamped the leveling system and max level is now 20. We brought it down from 80. And it took an average of 12 hours of consecutive gameplay to get to max level, at least on average. Because we wanted to get people into the newer content as it comes up as soon as possible, and just provide a more uniform leveling experience. We did feel that when players reached a certain point in leveling, they were confused as to where to go. You have a lot of options, so we've definitely streamlined it more. Have a place to learn how to play your class, and train and stuff, and so it's a great time right now. And there will be a lot of people leveling new bards, so you can find a lot of people to hang out with in the intro areas. So,
and for any end gamers, the training room also has some cool tools in there now for you to test out your DPS. So make sure you use that for all your training purposes, because I will be.
Yeah, I'm wondering if I should make it a requirement that when you're escalating a combat bug, like, you know, something's not causing us damage or this is not working, maybe send me a video in the training room.
Yeah. In the training room.
Like, reproduce it in the training room. Send me a video. No, details are always useful, but it is a great place now where players actually get to, you know, have a place to test it all out. Let's see. Fix lag, please. Yes, we are aware of some performance issues, so we're looking into it. All right, so we have 10 minutes left of the stream. I'm going to go ahead and just at least show you the bard as we've created it, and, you know, when they kind of stand up. So I'll try to do the bridge stuff. So let me switch over to that. Hopefully you still have sound when I switch over. If not, we'll switch back to Miku. Let's see. There we go. So you should still hear me. If you can't, please let me know. But let me bring this over here. And a brownie point for whoever gets why I'm naming my character Cecilia. If you know why Cecilia is fitting for a bard, brownie point. And yes, I went with Moon Elf with like that pale look and the goth makeup and hair. All right. Yeah! Look at that riff. All right. Here's the opening cinematic from when we first launched the game. I'm going to leave it up. Normally I would skip through it, but I'm going to leave it up for those of you who haven't seen it before. Let's take a look. Simon and Garfunkel. Cecilia.
My bard character is currently in Never Death Graveyard at level 3.
Ah, very nice. Let's see, Manic Gypsy says, Simon and Garfunkel, Cecilia. So, I mean, there's a reason they wrote the song Cecilia. Oh, there is no sound right now. You're right, because I have it set so that it doesn't interrupt my stream. Which, for Bard, I'm going to have to come up with a solution for that when I'm playing Bards. Arch822, Cecilia is the saint of music. Yes! Congratulations, that is the answer. Cecilia is the patron saint of music. Alright, since there's no sound, yeah, I turned the sound off, so let's go ahead and skip that. I apologize for that, but yes, in the past when I've streamed with sound, players kind of, or the viewers hold their ears because it's painful because of the sound difference, so. Please bring controller support to PC. Eternal Hunter says, we have gotten the request before, and it's just something that we haven't dedicated resources to. Are we able to get the character creation Bard outfit? I don't know, but I can look it up.
I have an answer for that, but I'm not sure in terms of where it is in the pipeline. But there's, that outfit will be attainable for a little bit.
Cool. And yes, as a reminder, huge shout out to Epic Games for letting us use their time and channel, and for they're having the summer sale, and you can get 30% off the Epic Starter Pack, Neverwinter, which includes a number of goodies. And yes, thank you to Epic for this. We really appreciate the opportunity. The side part cracks me up. For those of you, so if a lot of you might notice the escape key in the corner, someone was mentioning the hold to skip, and that is, I'll do that just to show how it works. If you keep holding, you can then just skip through the scenes. I believe not all of them are skippable that way, but we've made a number of them. We've also streamlined the tutorial. We have more arrows pointing kind of where you have to go. We have tutorials pop up. So for newer players, you know, we've made it a little bit more intuitive, reminders of everything you're doing. And yes, when you start out not with, you know, not that many clothing and not much stuff.
For anyone who's played Neverwinter prior to M21, or sorry, for Jewel of the North, you'd notice that the whole lighting of this area has changed, and it actually is a bit more reminiscent of the original opening or the older opening that we had. If you remember that.
Yep. Let's see. So I have to equip my gear. Let's do my inventory. I'll do VIP later. So, there's also another event going on for existing players who might want to be leveling an alt because they've created something, and that is the Neverwinter recruitment, which we are aware that the Neverwinter incentives are not being added properly. But it is a month-long event which gives you rewards for leveling new alts. So it's going to open that, and with this one I got a Stone of Health, 2 Neverwinter incentives, which I'm going to then check so I can reproduce it. And let's see, go to my currency tab. And so I got the Neverwinter incentives right here, which is why it's one of those issues that if it happens not to everybody, it's actually harder to investigate because we can't get a uniform reproduction. Let's see. So we have to equip our equipment. We have a loot, and one of the questions I'm seeing a lot is, will players have a chance to get, or will bards have a chance to get other instruments? And I know that's something that's been worked on. It's been discussed. There's plans for other types of loots that aren't loots. So, and I'm not going to get tired of making that joke. All right, it's 11:55. Did not have much of a chance to stream the game as much as I wanted to. Let's see if I can at least get to the other area. Oh, I forgot to talk to. Let's see. Use an at-will power. Ah, yes, so tutorial. So use an at-will. Go, on guard. All right. Now use an encounter power. So we have Q, must have a target. I have to go to the dummies. Dummies are over here. Ooh. All right, use it again. And fight through the forest. Okay, now that is not the only fighting tutorial, and that's actually why I forgot to do it this time, because you do get a training room where you'll be able to, practice all that. And right now, as you can see, I'm just doing melee. And people are like, but you're a bard. Where's the music? Where's the party? Where's the music? There is, and you'll get taught how to do it. You can go into perform mode. Bards have very unique mechanics, which work very differently than other classes, and it's fantastic. And bards are both when you hit level 11, I believe it is, you can choose a paragon path, which is when you can choose whether you want to be a healer or a DPS. So of course I have to ask Miku, when you play bard, I'm assuming you're going to go DPS, but feel free to surprise me.
I'm probably going to go DPS, but if, having the healer support is great because then I can just be a healer. Mm-hmm. So it's a great combination of it. The last time we had healer and DPS was warlocks, so yeah.
Yep. And I know that there were some concerns about how that works out. So we definitely wanted to make sure, if we've made mistakes in the past, that we didn't make the same mistake. Jumped over the fallen log. All right, I want to try to get to safety so I can give out the final reward and say goodbye. Let's see. Can I do it in 2 minutes? Can I do it? We will be having another stream next week where we'll be covering the summer event. The summer festival starts tomorrow. Neverwinter. It's our yearly summer event where you can get a number of awesome rewards, and there are new rewards this year. And the food has been updated like all the previous events, and we are hearing your feedback on the food updates. But we'll be doing next week a stream for the summer festival, and I'll probably also work on my bard some more. So for those of you who are not familiar with the game, we announce most of our streams. Sometimes we have surprise streams, but those are a little bit more unusual. But you can stay tuned to our social media channels where we announce our streams. And always tune in. We try to do giveaways, and I believe we do have some fun giveaways for the next one, for the summer stream. So, all right, I made it to safety. So I'm going to switch back to this screen so people can see our faces again. Miku, it's us.
Okay.
All right.
I'm currently fighting some stuff, so...
okay, well, never mind.
Come on. Oh my gosh. All my encounters are on cooldown right now.
Yep.
One of those moments.
All right, we got 1 minute left, so
right.
Let us do one more legendary bundle. Thanks to D&D Beyond for giving us a second one. All right, and if you want a chance to win, please type in the word legendary, Legendary, in the chat. Widowmaker, that's an MMO. MMO Neverwinter, that was a single player game. It is an MMO. But you can still go on adventures by yourselves. But group content is a big thing. We have heroic encounters, we have dungeons, we have trials, because it does fit the spirit of MMO. And we also have strongholds and guilds, which we have been talking to the community about in the future, hopefully being able to putting dedicated work to updating the strongholds. All right. Okay, I'm going to draw... Sure. Oh, go ahead.
I'm not sure we can discuss about the thing that we're working on a little bit. I mean...
If you can talk about it without talking about it.
I guess I'm going to say this. Expect some improvements to a certain story in the Stronghold.
Ooh. Okay, see, now I have to follow up on that one. All right. Let me see. All right, I think that's going to be... All right, I'm going to draw a winner for the legend. It's the last code I have for the winner from before and the winner that I pull now. I will send you a ping in chat on Twitch from the Cryptic Studios account. So congratulations, Growler,
Congrats!
GRROLER. Congratulations, Growler, on winning the legendary bundle from D&D Beyond. Stay tuned. I'll ping you a message with the code. And let's archive that. And if we still have some time, real quick, I'm gonna go over for a minute because I'm gonna give away Rainbow. All right, this will be a Rainbow Starry Panther mount. So type in the word rainbow, RAINBOW. I'm going to pull 3 winners for the Rainbow Starry Panther mount. Type in the word rainbow. Let's see. Someone talked about Joseph Linkletter. Yes. The Linkletter saga was one of my favorites.
Rainbow, you say?
Yes. Type in the word rainbow. Wait, you should have one.
No, I'm going to do something.
Oh, good lord. No, I'm scared. Whenever a systems designer says they're going to do something, just be scared.
Did it change?
What changed? Yeah. Oh! Did you change the lighting? Yeah. Awesome.
Rainbow!
Rainbow it is. All right. I'm gonna draw 3 winners. All right. Late himself. Zulgoos, XULGOOS. And Michelle, it's MICHEAL 3602. Congratulations. Go ahead and email community@crypticstudios.com. Let me know your platform and I will send you a code for the Rainbow Starry Panther mount. Again, it's community@crypticstudios.com. Those of you who won any of the Rainbow Starry Panther vanity pet or mount, email there. For those of you who won the legendary bundle, I will send you a Twitch DM with your code. But I'm sorry we didn't get time to play the game more, but I always get excited when I have guests here. I love talking to them. Miku, hopefully this wasn't as painful as you imagined it would be, because we would love to have you back again with your leaks. So we should actually do leaks. Many leaks. Handle it.
I'll think about it.
All right. So take care, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. For those of you who watched this before, new people.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks to Epic Games again for the chance. And Jewel of the North is out on PC, and it'll be out on console in August. So stay tuned for the details on the exact same date. Bye, everybody.
Bye.